Live audio issue.
It was going so well.
I know, dude. I know.
Just I can't do it. The moment's lost. No. Okay, we good?
Okay. Sorry. Now people can hear us.
Oh, they can hear us now. After my beautiful intro was wasted.
Little details.
Now you get the garbage intro.
Garbage.
The garbage intro.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am the benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck, also frequently known as the Father of Lies. I am here to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons with these fine people here. Joining me in no short order is... we'll start on the far end this time. The lovely Lilith Sings is here to join us again.
Hello.
We're happy to have her back.
Good to be back.
Followed by Radan is back to join us. Giant might will be leveraged against our foes. The always delightful Kashano the Quick is underneath the chair somewhere. There he is. There's the guy. Yeah, there he is. And joining us, as always, is the always blue Gilberta fucking Not.
Always.
Now, yeah, dabba-dee. Okay. Now then, when last we left our heroes, they had embarked to Neverwinter to recover a sorcerer and a bard. They had run afoul of an organization known as the Black Network. Zavel disappeared again, as Zavel is wont to do. And they have made their way back to the inn in Cookie's Crab Shack at the Academy. And after what was a very long series of adventures, they have turned in for the night. And we are arriving with them in the next morning. I am a sitting dungeon master today. I'm a little under weather, so I'm not going to be as animated as normal, but we shall persevere. Now then, we join our party already in progress. Mercenaries of Mischief, you have made it back to Cookie's Crab Shack. Familiar surroundings for exactly half of you. The rest, not so familiar surroundings. Radan, Lilith, you guys went to sleep in fairly common quarters in the Cookie Crab Shack. There was nothing particularly exciting about your rooms. But
exciting, Lilith got drunk off her ass.
she took care of those bottles of wine in the night.
Standard rooms, pish posh.
Okay, excellent. Well, when you awaken, the surroundings are very, very different. So, Radan, for you, when you awaken, your surroundings have changed quite substantially. There is a series of large weapon racks in your room.
Oh, yeah.
There are several bookcases filled with various volumes.
Ooh.
And there is also a trophy case.
Oh, damn it. I knew I should have been taking heads.
For you to fill up with your quarries. In addition to that, at your bedside table, there is a plate filled with various snacks and treats.
It's all sweets.
Yeah,
Just
no, it's 100% like mini cupcakes and like, sugar cookies and those little jam squares, all that kind of shit.
I'm liking this place a lot already. Just stretch back out like, oh, it's the life.
Yeah. So your surroundings have kind of been adapted to the things that you like. For Lilith, your room has been changed to just like the most posh kind of dressing room or green room that somebody could have. You've been set up with, there's a little stage for you to practice your craft. There's, of course, like a full dressing room, a beautiful makeup table, and there's just this beautiful, luxurious bed. When you went to sleep, it was rather simple, but now it's just beautiful, luxurious. It's got 4-poster. There's like, there's scarves. Yeah, it's got the drapes that come down. It's a very beautiful setting. More befitting of your station when you awaken.
Sounds good.
And everything is changed in the night. And this is something that Cookie does for people who are making their stay at Cookie's Crab Shack. Is he does custom accommodations for everybody to exactly what they like and what they may need.
That's fantastic.
Now, the rest of the party, you all awaken to the smell of breakfast, as is normal in Cookie's Crab Shack. So who's coming down first?
Kashana's coming down.
Kashana's coming down?
Yes, Kashana did not get too drunk last night. Jonathan did, but Kashana did not.
Kashana comes down. Kashana, you come down, and Cookie is not Cookie. Yibi is actually waiting for you at the bottom of the stairs, and he's ready to usher you to your table.
Oh, good morning, Yibi. Did you stay in the Crab Shack last night?
Yibi stayed with Tribe.
All right. Would you prefer to stay here in the Crab Shack, or do you enjoy being amongst your people?
Yibi likes to bring back stories.
Okay. Excellent.
So he ushers you over, and you didn't really notice it the previous night because there's so much going on, but there is the Crab Shack's really shaped up lately. Like it's really it's actually quite nice, and you see that you now have your own reserved table for the Mercenaries of Mischief group, and Yibi brings you over, and it's a very nicely set up table, but the chair is kind of ramshackle. Like there's a little bit of a tilt to it. None of the cuts are straight. It's all a little weird. And he's kind of ushering to you, and he looks, and he's kind of beaming with pride to bring you to this chair.
Oh no!
Wait, is this a chair? Is this a chair for me?
Yes.
Did you make this?
Yes, I did.
That's quite impressive, Yibi.
Wormspit is attempting to teach us carpentry. Yibi made.
Well, let's give it a try. Sean's going to slowly lower himself into the chair.
You have to steady yourself a little bit because it wobbles almost immediately.
Doesn't fall down.
Doesn't fall down. It manages to stay up.
Well, I have to say, quite comfortable.
Evie is beaming with pride. He's so happy.
Of course, that doesn't mean it's time to stop learning. Always improve your skills. I can't wait to see the next one.
Oh, he's getting better. And he scuttles off to go have his breakfast. And Tommy appears from a cloud of mist and sits up late in front of you.
Thank you, Tommy. Still not used to that.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do more walking. And he walks away very slowly and mundanely. What today's breakfast is crepes. And it's beautiful custard-filled crepes with a dressing of 3 different berries and one with apples and a small drizzling of chocolate over top.
Oh, that comes down to
You guys gonna love this.
Yeah, so you guys smell that crepes are on downstairs. Who's coming down next?
Jabetta comes upstairs.
Oh yeah, Jabetta comes upstairs from her room. So Jabetta, you come upstairs as Lilith comes down, and Tommy is there to kind of say, there is a special table prepared for you now.
Lilith needs more time to get ready, so she's still in a bathrobe and
it's just like yeah, classic starlet. Just
she needs more time to get makeup and
yeah, it's okay. We will not judge. He ushers you over to the same table, and you guys also have these kind of rickety chairs at this table. Yeah, you have chairs of similar quality to what Kashano got.
Kashana, what exactly is up with the chairs?
Well, it seems that Wormspit has begun, I'm guessing fairly recently, a carpentry training program for some of the goblins. I think it's good that we encourage these efforts.
Might I Is Yibi like near?
No, Yibi has stepped away.
Oh, okay. I think that I will let some of our fantastic patrons enjoy this chair and take one of these old chairs. I'm gonna
I
switch.
think that could be a liability.
You switch it from a table behind you.
Yeah.
All right. How does Lilith respond to this?
It looks sturdy, right? It doesn't look like it's gonna fall apart.
It looks sturdy. I mean, you think you could sit on it, but it's not the most enjoyable sit you will ever have.
Lilith will probably go back upstairs, get a pillowcase satin thing, and like
Nice.
and probably is gonna have prestidigitation too to make the chair look really pretty.
Excellent. I love every part of that.
Priorities.
So she just like looks at the chair, walks upstairs, gets some dressings for it, comes down, casts a couple spells, sits down, and then she has a seat.
She is more hoity-toity than Gilbetta is.
Giletta's like, wow, okay, well.
Gilbetta's like, I thought I was bad. Okay.
So Tommy walks by and he sets 2 plates in front of you guys, and you guys have the same custard crepes in front of you with 3 different types of berries and some apple dressing.
I'm gonna say, hey, Tommy.
Yes.
So what's up with Cookie?
What do you mean?
Well, when we got back, they had a bandage or something on his arm or something, right?
Yeah.
That was what it was. All right, yeah. When we arrived, he had a sort of bandage on his arm. What's he been doing?
Oh, he hasn't been feeling super well lately. His wounds have been taking longer to heal.
Let him know I'd love to have a chat with him about that. For medical reasons.
Was this all happening at the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medical reasons, of course.
Of course.
Let him know, will you?
Yes, I will let him know after the breakfast rush. All right, so the chair is ramshackle, but the breakfast is very nice, like you would have in some of the finer restaurants that you have been to. So, Redan. What's that?
I'm
There.
Okay, go ahead, Redan.
I'm gonna start working my way downstairs, and rather than eating, because I've just stuffed my face full of pastries, I'm gonna see if they need any help in the kitchen.
It's the first time anyone's done that.
We're fine. It's fine. They got it.
His name is Cookie. I'm sure he can handle it.
You go into the kitchen, and Cookie is working away at the various cooking apparatus in the back there. Oh, you're that new big fella.
I am.
What was your name again?
Redan.
Redan.
Cookie.
Pleasure to meet you. He kind of extends a hand.
Now go out for the shake again.
Yep. Yeah, he gives you a good shake.
Yep.
You can see that he's covered in a series of runic tattoos.
I'm going to mark that in my notes to check in with later. But in the meantime, just again, Cookie, do you need help with baking, with cooking?
Oh, it's all right. I'm a little possessive of me kitchen. You go on and sit outside.
Okay. And I will go out and then walk outside because he told me to go sit outside.
Goodness.
He sees you walking outside and he leans out from like a window and says, I meant at the table with everyone else.
I turn around, smile on my face, walk back in, sit at the table.
All right.
And the rest of, and Gilbetta at least is just watching this like.
This exchange go down.
What is he doing?
And you receive the same plate of crepes. Tommy, not knowing that you've just filled your face in your room.
I'll eat it anyways. In terms of sitting arrangements, I'm guessing this is like human-ish table, so I'm gonna have to like sit on my knees or sit on my.
Yeah. You But I mean, this chair. I don't know. You might be a bit low on this chair, even if you sit on your knees.
Yeah, probably just sit on my knees and hope for the best.
Okay, that's perfect. All right. So you guys have come down for breakfast. A very well-dressed goblin approaches the table. He looks at Kashano and Gilbetta, and he says, I see we have new guests.
Yes. I believe
Yeah.
Redan intends to be with us for a while. As for our new bardic friend here, not quite sure what her plans are.
I see. Well, he reaches a hand to Redan and says, pleasure to meet you. I am Wormspit.
Nice to meet you.
Little handshake happens. And he gives a little bow to Lilith, and he says, I assure you I am bowing out of a respect for the station that you hold, but I do not normally subscribe to these kind of social contracts. But it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Wormspit.
Fucking Wormspit.
I like this guy.
So this is our woke goblin.
Yes. He is very woke. Much woke.
He does a pretty good job of running things.
Yes, I am the representative of the Workers' Rights and Duties Coalition of the newly revitalized Rusty Shank tribe. Duly elected, of course, and I'm serving as the interim leader until we have enough eligible candidates to do a proper vote.
So yes, that. Speaking of which, Wormspit, what is the status of repairs?
Things have proceeded very well since you've been gone. The training hall is fully operational. However, we're short on supplies and trainers.
Nice.
I've attempted to teach carpentry to the people that we have available, but as you can see, I've used these chairs to illustrate a point.
Uh-huh.
It's not like the cobblestone work where we can get pretty far on simple physics. This is a bit more artistry, and many of my people need a proper teacher for it. So we may need to look at getting ourselves a carpenter of some sort if we want to expand into larger projects, as you can see.
Great. I'm amenable to that.
I don't suppose either of you, our new guests, have any experience with carpentry?
Lilith just sips her coffee, eyes you, and then just go back to sipping her coffee again.
Yeah, I'm letting out a couple laughs at that.
Yeah.
She doesn't strike me as one who works with her hands frequently.
Well, there are many ways.
Wow. All right.
Do you what proposal do you have for acquiring?
No, if we can
Yeah,
find.
do you know any carpenters, Wormspit?
Not off the top of my head, really. And there aren't a lot of carpenters in Goblin Society. If we can find someone who's willing to teach.
I see.
Right.
Well, you said the training
Maybe
hall
Cookie knows.
is the training hall where the library is?
No, it is not.
No.
The library is contained within the Mage Tower.
I know. I'm going to keep asking that.
Just hoping the
Until
library
you
moves
put it
to a less volatile place at some point.
until you write it on a map somewhere, because Sean is just gonna keep asking.
Well, hopefully one of those warlocks will show up to help with that. Only one, though. More than one warlock is too much trouble.
Yeah, no, more than one warlock might be too many.
No, you can't have too many warlocks. What? That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, so let's see. All the construction is complete. All the walls have been repaired.
Excellent.
So the structure's being closed.
So,
Training hall is complete.
So what do we think we should focus on next there, Kashano?
Well,
should we work on comparing some of the guard towers next?
I mean, what shape are the guard towers in? The yellow need repairs, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and the red means it needs a quest.
I think guard towers, yes, should definitely be a priority.
I think at least one of them, or two, maybe one at the front and one at the rear.
I'm amenable to that. Let's prioritize those Wormspits, get a couple of guard towers in operation. Once the defenses are fully back up, then I would recommend probably the cart house, a good temporary place to house the horse and any.
Well, what about the barracks with if we
True.
we could repair the barracks. Maybe we could get some more men.
I suppose if we're going to be doing recruiting, we should repair the barracks. Yes.
We have to repair it all eventually. It's what do we do first?
Yes.
What?
All the walls are repaired, so we've got a good.
How long do you estimate the guard tower would take?
If I split the workforce, I could have all 4 done in approximately 4 days.
Oh.
All right.
Lovely.
I say we prioritize that, put the full workforce on it, while we debate the merits of various other repairs.
Very well. I will assign workers accordingly. A thought had occurred as well.
Yes.
Perhaps we should look at getting a ship. The shipping house has enough space for a decent-sized passenger vessel.
Yes, a ship, which I know very much about.
Gilbetta loves ships. Sorry.
Yes, that. All right, well, Gilbetta, perhaps this could be an area of your expertise. Speaking of areas of expertise, Redan, seems if you're going to be around, you should be assigned some position within the academy.
I can help train people. I can help build.
What sort of building experience do you have?
I've built fences.
We do need a new quartermaster.
Metaphorical ones or real ones?
What was that?
Metaphorical fences or real ones?
Like
Smile.
fences around your heart.
I have built big walls.
Well, the walls are repaired currently. We have the goblins for that. We need you in a bit more authoritative position, perhaps. We do.
Can you count?
I
can count well, but I can also train people very well.
Oh, training will certainly be part of your duty, as it is everyone's.
But we are in need of someone to be sort of like treasurer. I don't remember what we actually called it.
The quartermaster, yes. But do you have any experience keeping track of inventories or managing stocks and items?
I do not, but I learn quick.
Yeah, well, and I know we know that you like books and knowledge, so I mean it might be right up your alley to.
I am interested in this.
Perhaps. Wormspit, is Wormspit still here?
Yeah, he's
with sell ice to an Eskimo.
Wormspit, would you happen to have any literature or guidance on managing the inventory of a large organization such as this? Something that perhaps could bring him up to speed?
I've created a manual.
Fantastic.
Of course you have, Wormspit. Of course.
If I am to do this, are you sure you trust me enough? We have not discussed pay or anything in terms of me staying with you.
Well, no.
Well,
honesty.
Frankly, I so far trust you more than the last guy who had the job.
Kashano, don't just listen. All right.
So
we're not gonna talk about that.
No, I'm not concerned about it. As far as pay goes, we actually need to formalize this amongst ourselves, as I tried to along the journey, Gilbetta.
It's not the time.
I propose that as we are hired for various jobs, tasks, and such, 50% of that income is to go back to the keep for the ongoing repairs, supplies, so on and so forth, keeping the place running, a bit of tax. The rest will be split amongst whomever goes out on said job, with any additional treasure or spoils being kept and distributed amongst adventurers as needed. Can we all agree to this?
That makes sense to me.
And Zabel is kind of like, just give me what's mine. I'm gonna go fuck things now.
Yes, well, you know, Zavel's not here at the moment, so we'll have to make this decision without him. Hopefully he's lying
I was
low.
just saying that, well, it's Zabel, so.
Well, he can raise any objections he has to existing policies when he returns.
No, I meant about lying low. Good luck with that.
Yes, well, we'll see. But Gilbetta, does this arrangement suit you?
I mean, sure.
All right. Fantastic. So it's agreed. As for actual, you know, expenses, your room and board is part of the package for working along and inside the academy.
Okay. Are the books in my room real?
Books in your room?
Yes, books appeared in my room this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they real?
So Cookie kind of has a way of knowing things. All of our rooms are tailored to our likes and interests. I actually have. I can actually swim out of my room and into the river from my room.
well, was there anything else in your room, Radan?
Large weapon racks, lots of weapons.
Did they seem real?
I didn't investigate. They look real.
Did you interact with any of
Okay.
the things in your room?
I ate the cookies.
Were they real?
Okay. Well.
They tasted real. Bleh.
Then I'll assume the books are as well. But let us know.
All right.
So
So
anyway.
Spoonie and Calazar come downstairs from the rooms.
Oh my God, I forgot that they were here.
You can only tell it's Calazar because of the clothing, but he has disguised himself as a human now.
In Calazar.
Are there other patrons in the crab shack at this hour?
Oh yes, it's buzzing. There's all manner of people in here.
Oh, fantastic.
Busy
I'm
as
just gonna say, hey Tommy,
Tommy's
look.
floating from place to place.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout, hey Tommy, look over here when you get a second.
He kind of perks his head over. What is it?
Look what we found.
Oh yes, I greeted them last night.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was tired, so I just went to bed.
You went for a swim immediately after your
Did. Yeah, I swam and in bed like that.
Yeah. No, that's how you roll.
Yeah.
And so they come over and they kind of sit at an adjacent table. They don't want to take up your guys' seat. And Spoonie is like, "Hey, Lil, how you sorting out?"
Rise and shine, old geezer. What took you so long?
You know me, my day doesn't start until late in the evening.
Same old Spoonie.
Same old Lil. Calazar's like, "Who are all these people?"
Spoonie, what in the world have you dragged me into now this time?
I'm telling you, it's a good opportunity. You're gonna be really happy here. These guys are gonna take you right to the top. Isn't that right, Mr. Cashano?
Details, Spoonie.
Details. Look, you know me long enough. I ain't got a lot of details. All I got is good feelings, and I got a lot of good feelings about this pair up.
I don't see how this is going to lead me to some fame and fortune.
It's gonna come. It's coming. Look, the Avalon Knights is coming back, and these guys are at the center of it. You want to be at the center of that. That's where the fame and fortune comes in.
Spoonie, I'm starting to feel like it's pulling my tail.
Mm-hmm.
Fame and fortune is definitely part of the plan. If you intend to hang around and contribute your talents to our name, then I can assure you I will put forth every bit of effort I have to make sure your name is even more well-known than it already is.
Who are you again? Koshini? What do you guys do?
I am Koshano the Quick. Have you never heard the name Koshano? Perhaps not referring to me specifically, but I'm far from the first and doubtful.
Oh, God, I'm way too busy just trying to get my name out there to bother anyone, to bother with anybody else's.
Right. Well,
Kashano, she got you.
I suppose
I love every
it's
part of this.
the state of things at the moment. So
There's this loud, audible dragging sound as everything stops, and you see Calazar moving a table to the darkest corner of the room that he can find.
I'm gonna get up and help him and go sit with him.
He's like, "Oh God, thank you."
Oh my goodness.
And then he sits down and he's like, "Please don't sit with me. Go over there."
I will go over there, but I want to know, is there another name you want me to call you?
Any name will do.
Okay, Cal it is.
Very
Walk
well.
away.
He's like, please just go away.
He changes his form again, and now he is an elf.
I'm
Goodness.
gonna walk by the table and just stop for a second and say, is there anything else to discuss?
oh, at our table.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, Kashano.
Uh.
Dubious is Kashano. Give me your bloody thieves' tools.
oh God, thank you. Yes. Please, if you could.
Right. I'm gonna walk outside then.
Okay,
You never remember them till you need them, right?
so outside, the
I'm mending them.
overall grounds. So the Cookies Crab Shack is a rather large building at this point, and it resides to the outside area of the keep. So directly behind the Crab Shack is this large gate that leads into the keep area, where you can see a tribe of goblins at work in various capacities, cleaning up the place. Some are running guard duty. Some are doing some patch jobs on the walls.
All right.
And it looks like some of them have gone towards to start work on some towers. But the grounds themselves, as you can see here on our lovely Roll20 map,
Mm-hmm.
are filled with various items. So as you come in, there are 2 guard towers. There is a cart house that is in a state of ravaged disrepair. There's a mage tower. However, the doors to the mage tower are boarded up, and then there's like another layer of fencing around the mage tower to keep people away from it. The storage and shipping area is in good shape, and the stables are in good shape. Oh, and before you walk out, you also notice, and I forgot to introduce him last time, there is a small wolf pup in the inn
Oh.
that goes up to everybody and kind of sniffs at their legs and says hello.
Oh, I'm picking that little guy up.
Oh, I wish I had a character to do that.
So you pick him up and he's just very happy. He licks your face a whole bunch. And
Oh, and I'm looking around like, who does this belong to? Like,
so everyone,
we rescued him. We rescued him from a bunch of fuckwads.
what is his name?
His name is Ripped Hide.
Rip Hide.
Hold on, I'll spell it for you.
Rip Tide? Gotcha.
Ripped hide.
It's Riptide, but Ripped Hide.
You
Gotcha.
get it.
Pun.
And it's not spelled in either way.
Nope.
Well, I'm
Quite a
carrying
bit.
this wolf pup outside, putting him down and trying to like chase him around. Like,
oh, he's having the best time.
oh, I'm all for it's just
He's so excited.
Yeah.
He's just wagging his tail, jumping around, and he's just loving every minute of it.
Cristiano sees this out the window. Gilberta, I think he's stealing your dog.
He will not. He can't. That's Riptide and I have a bond. Till
We are bonded for life.
I haven't seen you
We
with
are
that pup since we found him. What kind of bond do you
I
have?
can't help what you've seen. You're not around all the time.
That's what you think.
Gilberta does things without Kashano around.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you don't have to be there for everything.
I'm sorry. When I'm not there, it's not happening.
Yes.
With a cough, Lilith goes, so explain, what's the story behind this sad little town?
Ma'am,
Yes, Spoonie. why don't you tell us the story behind this sad little town?
Spoonie looks around. Son, I'm eating breakfast.
I ain't getting paid for this.
Lilith, I'll be frank with you. We've kind of stumbled into this opportunity ass backwards. So we're not quite sure why it fell. And we've been slowly learning that it has a varied reputation amongst different groups. At this point, we're doing our best to build everything from the ground up, both the keep and the reputation.
Yep. We found ourselves on a ship headed for Waterdeep. He was the captain of the ship at the time. And that's really, I don't know. That's it.
Frankly, we've been waiting for Cookie to reveal the history of this place, which I still feel is quite important to my part in this, in spreading the word. I think it's quite intrinsic to know that what happened here and what sort of reputation. How long ago did the place fall? I've got a lot of questions, probably just as many as you. But the best we can do in the meantime is make the best way for ourselves.
You were able to determine, actually, through previous interactions, that it's been approximately 30 years since the place collapsed.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. With Lilith's impatience and wanting to get answers, she will go up as they're like trying to talk and ask, Spoonie for questions or somebody. Going to Spoonie, since I guess he's familiar to her, and does that thing that Mom does where she like pinches the ear and be like, now answer. Kind of thing.
Oh, okay, lay off. What are you doing?
Spoonie, now you gotta tell everything. You know I can read you like a book.
All right. I'll tell it. Just don't pull my ears.
I'll stop pulling as soon as you stop speaking. Well, when you're done.
All right. Once I'm done, you gotta let go. Okay. Look, there ain't a lot of mystery here. It's just people have fallen out sometimes. We were an organization. We were a group of people. We had a plan. And over time, people just get bored and they go on and do other things. An attack came and people were busy with other stuff. And the whole place just kind of shut down.
See, you're burying the lead there. What was this attack?
Well, hey, look, whenever you start to establish a place, there's always people that are going to want to take what's yours.
Sounds like a new government, Spoonie. Someone who can't run this place.
Hey, look, we were doing all right, but, I got busy. I got gigs traveling around. You know how it is. You're a performer.
Lilith tugs on the ear again and be like, I do know how it is and how towns are supposed to be run, Spoonie. This town right here is run by a failure. Is he still running this town?
Well, I'm back now, so maybe I am. But we were run by a council. There was a group of us.
Well, Spoonie, there's a new council now. And if you intend to stick around and be part of it this time, we'll have to discuss whether or not we trust to have you on that council.
Hey, you can trust me. I'm Spoonie. Besides, I got to teach you how to find your rhythm, kid.
Hey, you're welcome to stay here as long as you please, but as far as an authoritative position, we need to know whether you're committed.
Yeah, I'm committed.
All right.
Just like that. Yeah. What?
Then I'd say
about being committed.
Yeah, look, I ain't going back to Neverwinter anytime soon, if that's what you're asking me.
The better's gone, by the way. She went outside to play with the day and the dog.
Jabetta went outside to play with the dog.
Hey, can I have tried to taught the dog how to sit?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
So you can be in the process of that when Jabetta comes outside to see you.
Yep.
Like sit and occasionally he
I'm demonstrating. Every time I say it, I sit down like a dog.
I love this interaction. Okay, so that's what Jabetta comes out to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just I couldn't listen. I couldn't bear to listen to that anymore.
They do talk a lot.
Yes. And
All
then
the
I'm just gonna literally Gilberta just lays down and just like to the dog. She's just like,
Aw. So you guys are playing with the dog. You guys are having this discussion with Spoonie. Spoonie says, yeah, look, I'm committed. I ain't got a lot of places to go right now, at least until we solve this black network problem.
And money doesn't look so good here either, Spoonie.
Hey,
Is that
look,
why
money's
you
coming. What's that?
Is that why you dragged me in, Spoonie, to earn your place some cash?
Look, I'm a little short right now, but I got some stuff coming in. A cousin of mine's going to bring some extra money in. And plus, from what I hear from Cookie, Mr. Kashano's become quite the breadwinner.
I have to say, for myself, yes, we do bring in a bit of coin here and there. We've found some rather wealthy clients that have found themselves quite pleased with our performance. Speaking of performances, Lily, do you plan on staying around? What's your plans here?
Well, I normally don't do charity work, so I'm thinking 50-50 on this ordeal. Where you scratch my back and I scratch your, you scratch my back and I'll scratch your back in the situation. I want my name out there, and this town needs some money. I say we bring an audience in and I do a performance of a lifetime.
Oh, we can get the band back together. That sounds great.
All the people that come in to watch our show, that's where you can get most of your money from, Spoonie.
I'm quite happy with that plan as well. I begin making arrangements to spread the word. I will trust you two to schedule and plan the show. Let me know if there's anything needed from me.
Hey, Cookie, we're going to need a bigger stage out here. Oh, same old Spoonie. What's wrong with the size of stage I got out there? Don't tell me it's not big enough for you. Hey, no more of them short jokes.
Then we can call this a bit of a an agreement for how I will contribute to this town.
Can we turn this episode into how long can we make Sean talk to himself?
Yeah,
Look, that's a lot of episodes.
I think that, yes, that's an agreement. For the time being, Spoonie, you're in charge of entertainment and guest relations, we'll say.
Sure, why not? I'll do 4 shows a week. Let's get her going.
Fantastic. As for you, Lilith, how did you find your quarters? Is there anything else you need?
Darling, I found everything wonderful in the morning when I thought I went into a nightmare bedroom, turned into a dream bedroom.
Things have a way of doing that around here. Don't be too surprised.
Why can't that happen to the whole town, I wonder?
I've wondered the same thing, but it's one of those questions that hasn't quite been answered yet.
Cookie's got a special connection to his inn.
I see. Well, we need to definitely get our money's worth while the light is still out.
Well, yeah, we got a full crowd here. You want to go up and do a show?
Honey, I'm always ready for a show. And Lilith snaps her fingers, does a, I think she has like the glamour suit like underneath the robe.
Oh yeah, just like whoosh.
Red towel on her head.
Yeah.
She just looks completely different because of the incident from last week where people were trying to kill her. So it's just like, I need to look different now.
Okay.
She's got that ginger redhead look and nice. More of a power suit thing going on. It's like a halter suit. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get it. This is awesome. This is
Puts on that hat and be like, always ready.
All right, so he does an introduction for you, and then you can go up and do your show. So Lilith goes up and starts performing a show. What now? I'm going to put you on the spot here. What does your show look like now?
Oh shit!
Just a description. Paint me a picture with your words.
Am I outside or inside?
You are inside the inn. Everyone is having breakfast. There is a stage set up.
Oh, there's a stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a big stage. It's not the size of stage that you're used to, which is why Spoonie requested the larger one. But this is a small, simple stage, like you'd see in like a coffee house or something like that, right? Like it's got a.
Okay. So Lilith was just like kind of dim the lights again, prestidigitation. Oh my god, I'm so happy with this spell. I've never used it before. It's so much fun now.
Prestidigitation is great.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of like dim the lights, get on stage, got the fireworks going. I'm like,
Nice.
nah, sorry. Lights go back on.
Nice. Love it.
That thing going on.
Oh, nice. And it goes down. It's like there's like ghost. Spoonie is casting ghost sound to give you back up downstairs. To give you back
And then-
upstairs.
Outside, I'm gonna look at Redan and be like, sounds like that girl is playing again. She can't get enough.
Yeah, just look, eye contact, heavy sigh, just roll the eyes.
And then I'm gonna be like, right? And then just
So
and then try to teach them how to roll it.
just now.
Fucking experts doing something weird. I was trying to cue up music for Lilith, but
Oh,
okay.
Okay, we're back.
All right.
We got to
We
do
are
that
back.
stuff in the downtime. We got to come up with Lilith musical cues for the Lilith and Spoonie show.
God. Oh, I got this do-up do-eat thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Javetta and Redan, while you guys are playing outside, Mr. Stone approaches you.
Hello again.
Do I see this through the window?
No, you guys are inside.
I don't see this through the window. Okay.
You don't see him outside. They're outside playing with the dog.
Hello again.
Ah,
How does
Miss-
this day fare you?
Miss fucking not. Good to see you again. I see that the keep is in better shape. I
Yeah,
can
we have.
tell that my clients' funds have been put to good use. Who is this gentleman?
This is Redan. He's recently joined our motley crew.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm just playing with the dog. Grah, grah.
There's a dog.
Total disregard, he just kind of extends his hand to you. He says, Mr. Redan, I am Owen Stone.
Yeah, I'm just not even paying attention. Doesn't even register that he's here.
like, after
I'm gonna,
an excruciatingly
Redan.
long period of time passes, and he withdraws the hand.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry. There's a dog. It's apparently
all
all it
right.
takes. Apparently.
As you say that, there's barking.
By far not the rudest reception I've ever received. I was going to ask,
Mhm.
my client, pleased with your work, has
Uh-huh.
shopped your name around, and he's hosting a
Uh-huh.
kind of networking event in Waterdeep. And he had asked me to come out and visit you to provide an invitation.
Waterdeep. I love Waterdeep.
So
Let's
I
go
have
there.
these 4 invitations for you. You may do with them as you wish. My client would be happy to meet with you, should you decide to.
When is this? When is this event?
It is in 2 days' time.
And the client wants to meet with us there.
Yes, it is a formal event, so do dress accordingly.
Dress the court. Got it. From Simple Living. Yep.
All right. And he reaches into his leather case and pulls out an envelope and hands it to you. Always a pleasure, Miss Fucking Knot.
You as well, Mr. Stone.
I have other business to attend to. Good day. And he walks away.
Good day. And then as he turns around, literally, Gilberta goes, "Redan, go!" And I literally run full speed, and I grab Kashana, and I'm like, "Kashana, was here.
But is he still here? What did you say?
No, he's gone. No, listen. Okay, look. Okay, so apparently there's some big fancy networking event, and he gave us 4 invitations, and his benefactor, that hired us wants to meet us in 2 days. Here's the bad news for you. I'm sorry, in Waterdeep.
This is going on while Lilith is having her show. So Lilith, you're doing your show, and you just see Gilbetta burst into the room, grab Kishano, and take him aside.
That's not great news for you either, if you'll recall.
Well, it's better news for me than it is for you.
Yeah.
And it's a fancy event, so you have to dress nice. So it's, you know, you can have a nice fancy disguise. It's fine. But networking event in Waterdeep. It's in 2 days, so we've got to make a decision basically now.
This feels like a trap.
Literally, I thought the same fucking thing. That's why I ran in here to get you.
Did he say why his benefactor wanted to meet with us? Did he say anything else?
No. You know how he is. He's like, oh, I'm going to be. No,
Yes,
he didn't say shit.
That's a horrible.
I know what every word of his is carefully chosen. So, what words did he use?
He said that his whatever he calls him would like to meet us.
That's it. Just
And he specifically said it was a networking event in Waterdeep, and that it's fancy. So he said he gave me these four invitations. He said we can do with them what we wish, and if we come, we need to dress appropriately for such a lavish event.
Did he mention what manner of people would be there?
Nope. I was trying to get the fuck out of there.
So, Radan, are
Why?
you still outside playing with the dog?
By now, I'm probably standing up, pulling the maul off my back, and just working through some Arnold Schwarzenegger from Conan moves. Just
Oh yeah,
up.
just doing like the sun is setting behind you, and it's just, even though it's like the morning.
yeah. I break time.
Training montage.
Yeah. Full on with it.
Warming up. Yeah.
Lilith, you hit the break in your show, and you see you're discussing something. So, are you going to head over and see what's up?
Yeah, if no one's paying attention, I will get down and see what in the world caused this disturbance.
There is uproarious applause at the end of your show, and it is a packed house. So, if you could actually roll for me a performance check.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you roll.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, I can't see. Okay, there it is.
all right. So that's the high end of that. So thrown up on stage, 13 gold pieces at the end of your set.
Jeez, that's more than I've got on me.
Well, it was a packed house, and she hit the high end of it. So I have it.
Lilith, for sure. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, lovely.
There's a couple flowers, like the usual. Excellent.
DM, quick point of order. How much have we spent? I'm just gonna assume that at this moment Kishano's paying out the expenses for rebuild. So what do we owe Wormspit for materials?
You owe him another 1,500 gold.
1,500? Okay,
Yep.
Never mind. I'm not.
Well, how much do you have?
How much do I have? A bunch.
I mean, I know you're stashing shit everywhere, but
You guys have a bit of stuff to fence too, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, actually, it would be beneficial to do some other business in Waterdeep. You understand, but if we both feel this is a trap, maybe we should not.
Lilith, you come over in the middle of this conversation.
First of all, back to the other thing really quick. I can do half. I can do 750 on the thing right now.
All right.
On the money.
Okay. Let's
you
get
can
that
do
bill
the other
paid.
750. I can do that. Okay, great. Anyway. Okay, I know what you're saying, but it might look suspicious, and they know where we are. If we don't go, it might look suspicious, and this mysterious benefactor that we don't know shit about could track us down.
Well, I can
And
only
then it
assume,
could be even worse.
I can only assume he knows quite a bit about us as it is, and I would almost guarantee that if he's holding networking events for the local powerful, he's well aware of our conflicts currently.
Okay, well,
And snap.
Mr. Stone,
So Lilith is snapping
I'm
it.
sorry. Wonderful show.
Mr.
Yes, fantastic.
yeah, great. But Mr. Stone said that he was that his benefactor was pleased with our work, and that's why he's been spreading our name.
Yes,
More
yes.
important things, darling.
Many, yes, our wealthy benefactors are quite interested in giving us more work. Lilith,
Yeah.
how is everything okay on the stage? Do you need anything?
Oh, now I see that you can see me now, Kashano. I see how this is. I just want to know what the heck is going on with you all. Traps in business and
Hey.
network, water deep.
Well, as I said to Spoonie, if we're going to be putting people in a position of authority, we need some sort of commitment.
Yeah. Commitment before knowledge, darling.
For the sake of the show. Yeah, I'm committed. Clever right now to watch and join.
Yeah, like I almost feel like what we know about Lilith at this point, she would just say that to know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, see,
That could come true. I'd be like, yeah, sure, committed, darling. What the heck is going on? Lilith doesn't like to be behind the curtain, not know what's going on stage.
Krishano's gonna place a hand on her shoulder. Say, are you sure you want to be involved in this?
because
And
I can
kind of-
let me tell you.
Do I need to do a perception
Let's-
check, DM?
I do want to do
Listen, we-
see what I roll.
we must tell you,
You
it
can do
is
an
not
insight check if
always.
you want.
I'm trying to feel on her shoulder.
You can do an insight on her deception if you want.
Good luck.
Perception.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah, no, you're like, this girl's committed. She's 100% on board.
But while I'm doing that, I'm trying to feel for something on her shoulder. Is there any sort of strange lump protrusion he's going to possibly?
No,
slap
there
his-
are no lumps or protrusions.
All right. Fuck it. Do you have wings? I need to know now if you have wings. The last tiefling we had on board here,
30s.
like, yes, wings. I don't want any surprises, all right?
Have them, don't they? No, I don't have wings, I think.
Did you take it as a trait? I think it's a trait you have to select.
Yeah, it's like a thing you can pick if you go into it. But if you didn't pick it,
Yeah.
Should I lie again just for funsies and see how it rolls?
if you want, you can do whatever you like. You can play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want today.
I'm gonna walk in at this point, walk up to the table, and just look at them and say, "How are you still talking?" And turn around and walk away.
You've developed like a small following of goblins as you're training
like
with your maul outside.
Radon, we need come, we need you, please. Radon.
Come-
All right,
come
fine.
back.
Let's bring everybody on the. Does she have wings enough?
I'll just will wings get in the way
Have
game wise or just for flavor? Just one of the
If you have wings, they're for flavor until I decide to use them for something else.
I'm picking her up and looking at, like, I'm walking behind her and picking her up and like looking for wings.
Like holding her against the light to see if the
Yeah, exactly.
when I designed her, she doesn't have wings.
Okay.
So
Doesn't
I'll
have wings.
Okay.
So if you're doing that, be like, Madame, excuse you, filthy hands, do not touch me.
Just drop her.
Oh, jeez.
yes.
Keep in mind, you're like 10 feet up in the air.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Here's what's going on.
Anyway,
We've been invited to an event in Waterdeep. However, our reputation in Waterdeep amongst criminal elements is less than favorable. So, we have to decide whether to accept this invitation. Do either of
Basically,
you,
now, because
either of you have any particular conflicts in Waterdeep?
What
I do
invitation
not.
is this, darling?
Hmm?
So we've been invited
What?
to water. What is this? Some kind of
Waterdeep. There's a networking event in Waterdeep. It's
networking?
apparently very lavish. We must dress very fancily.
Ugh.
The
I'm just
classic.
boiling slowly. Oh,
Radon might die.
Yes.
Look, could always use some networking and lavish parties. Should have told me sooner, darling. Oh, I shouldn't.
Okay.
What is the word for 19?
Okay, but again, you've said nothing of you in Waterdeep. Do you have any bad
Waterdeep.
connections in Waterdeep?
DM, do you want to choose that?
Look, you can throw it out if you want.
Shit.
You can. This is an opportunity for character development and growth. I'm excited to see whatever you come up with. So, do you have problems in Waterdeep? And if you do, are you telling them about it?
No, I have to. I have to really go with this with you. Okay, I'm gonna say no. I'm not involved with Waterdeep. I need to work with this little character thing with you,
Okay.
DM. After this.
Okay, no, look, I'm open to it. Okay.
All right.
No connection to Waterdeep at all.
And what have you, Radon?
I have never been there. I would like to go.
Great. So me and Kashano are the ones with the problems. Great. More Kashano than myself. So really, Kashano, we're all counting on you.
So would you rather hide in this little fortress of yours or go and explore? Are you cowards or are you adventurers?
But don't
I'm a business.
don't use plural. I'm ready to go. I want to get dressed up and go and see what the fuck is
Well,
up.
look, if you're ready to go and everybody else is ready to go, that's 3 against 1, really. That's
I
But-
would
but-
keep
Buckets. We're going to
Kashano.
Waterdeep.
All right.
It is not an option, you guys. This is a destination of fate. We have to go to Waterdeep. My accent is
I need
look, I'm loving it in front of it. It's great.
an outfit.
So I suppose I should probably acquire a bit nicer coat. Perhaps we can
All right,
stop
I'm
shopping on the way.
or
Look, it runs off the-
maybe Cookie or Tommy can. I mean, they have Cookie's got all kinds of skills. Maybe he could whip something up.
I suppose. Tommy, is there any sort of wardrobe department around here?
Tommy goes, "Oh, I thought you would never ask me. Come with me."
Oh,
Like puts a hand on
oh
your
lordy!
Yeah.
I told you. I'm looking at Kashano and I'm saying, I told you.
So Kashano and Tommy go off to have an interaction, which we will get to later. Now, everyone else, what are we doing as this is unfolding?
Oh no, I went with Kashano
You're going with Kashano? Okay.
because
Rid-
Jovetta has something in mind that she wants. to wear.
Radan, you're in this new place. What do you want to do here?
There are a couple things I would like to do.
Okay.
I picked up a couple boomsticks from before.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can figure out how they work.
Okay.
And I would also like to start flipping through that Tome of Giant Legend. Maybe see
Okay.
if I can find any secret caches or any sort of hints on
Are you
powerful.
doing this up in your room?
I'd go outside, find a tree.
Okay. You go outside and find a tree and climb up, and you're researching and kind of tinkering with these items.
Yeah.
And Lilith, what are you doing?
Oh, she's upstairs packing her bags again for the lavish gown she needs to get ready.
Or she's like trying on clothes. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna
makeup.
need an evening dress, and I'm gonna need just like everything."
Good. No.
And probably not even considering the fact that there's probably a couple of days of travel to get there, I'm assuming. Yeah.
About a day's trip. It's not that far out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, and there's gonna be like 4 costume changes, and it's gonna okay.
Pull back and makeup.
All right. So first we will do the Cristiano Gilberto portion, then we will do the Redan portion, then we'll do the Lilith portion because everybody's gonna have a little something going on. All right. So Cristiano, you have been taken away by Tommy. Tommy takes you to a room you have not seen before.
What?
In
How does this? Where does all this keep coming from, Tommy?
So much smaller from the outside.
Cookie acquired the scroll of pocket dimension a while back.
Oh,
No.
great. Settled then.
Now then, this I need to fix. He kind of gestures generally to Kashano.
Sent that. This is a carefully curated image.
It's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of it.
Frankly, you know what? For this trip, as much as you can make me not look like myself would probably be good.
Yes, we will start with the hair. And he takes off your hat.
By the way, my laughing is in character.
Yeah, no, you're here for the show.
Gilberto's dying right now.
100%. It's just like, oh my God, this is the best thing that could have happened to me today. So he sits you down. He gives you like a proper nobleman's haircut, and he does it up. And he gives you a beautiful, like, after that, he kind of spins you around and he sets you up in front of a set of mirrors and takes some measurements on you and manages to produce proper, kind of like a sequence of gray, black, and white with light blue tones on it for kind of a nobleman's dress, and puts it on you and puts it all together. And he's like, no hats, no hats. It'd be good. Don't hide your face.
Don't
Excellent.
find this look so much.
You will be my finest work of art. All right. he does some makeup. He kind of sets you up, and at the end of it, you are in a full kind of a nobleman's dress. You look rather suited.
I think I could get used to this.
Finally.
I can't. I
The
cannot.
weight on my eyes has been lifted. Okay.
Well, I could do without the commentary, but thank you for the clothes.
I couldn't be happier. You are welcome.
Tommy, a question.
Yes.
Have you any dresses that are, how I say, as seaworthy as I?
I don't have much for ladies' clothes.
Can you still do my hair?
I could do something up for you. I could work something out, but you might want to talk to Miss Lilith. She had an extensive wardrobe set up in her room.
I am trying to avoid that.
Well, if you're looking for clothes. But I can help you do up your hair. But I should probably get closer to the day.
What?
I'm imagining something elaborate for you.
Yes. Okay. I'll be back,
Very well.
I suppose. And then as she says, she's like, oh, and then she's like walking out, she looks at Kishana and she goes, and then she just turns and leaves.
Tommy, perhaps we should also do something with Yibi, since he will be accompanying us.
Send him to see me. I will take care of him.
Very good.
And he goes back. He says, I must get back. I need to take care of the customers. Cookie is not as quick as he used to be today.
I see.
And he heads back out. And kind of leaves you there in his room.
Just kind of stands there.
Yeah, so Bill walks towards Lilith.
Have a look around.
Okay. Have a look around. He has an unusually large amount of mirrors for a vampire in his room.
Did I notice his reflection? Was that a myth?
No, he had none.
Oh.
Yeah. So what
You
else?
could
do
see
I
the clothes, but you could see the clothes in his outfit, but you couldn't see him in the reflection.
I'm not going to touch anything, for
Okay.
I'm sure he would know. But I am going to look about the room very carefully to
Okay.
learn what I can.
Okay. You look about the room. There is a small painting that he keeps at his bedside.
Painting of what?
It is a picture of a family.
Hmm.
There is a mother, a father, a son, and 3 daughters. And
Do
the
any of them
son
look like Tommy?
looks a little bit like Tommy.
Okay.
And it's very old.
What?
Tommy's got backstory, you guys. You don't even know.
I mean, technically, I guess he wasn't always. I mean, he might not have always been a vampire. I mean,
Most people aren't.
most people aren't career vampires.
I mean, listen. You never know, all right?
Yeah.
Maybe his parents. Maybe for all we knew, maybe his parents have been vampires. Okay, yeah.
I don't think it works that way. Well, anything else? We can't even have this conversation. You left the room. Anything else?
This is Sarah to Jonathan, sir.
Anything else of note?
Nothing else of note. It's fairly nice, but it's not by any means a lavish accommodation. It's just kind of the standard room.
I'll go ahead and see myself out. Go to my room to begin packing.
Okay, you go to your room and begin packing as well.
Are we still pretty early in the morning?
Yeah, we're still pretty. We're approaching afternoon, but we're fairly early in the day, and you guys have 2 days time before this event starts. So
It's about a day's travel, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Redan, as you're out in the tree,
All right.
you're studying the books. You're not able to get the boomsticks to work. You feel like you're missing. Actually, give me a. What's a good check for this? Just give me a general intelligence check
It's check.
to see if you can figure out how to work these things. Yeah, you can't work it out.
Now, all right.
You can't get them to work. But you do happen to find in the book this legend of this hill giant scepter of might. Which, I mean, in your hands would be basically a maul.
Yeah.
But it is made out of the petrified head and spinal column of a hill giant ruler.
Like it a lot.
Yeah. And there's basically a detailed legend about it, about whoever holds it, holds sway over hill giants, and that's just the first chapter that you're in.
Yes.
While you're doing that, you've noticed in the brightly lit morning sunlight, a gelatinous cube has oozed slowly towards your tree.
Okay. Just kind of looking down, like it's below me.
Yeah, it's below you. And when you look down at it, a brain and a set of eyes inside tilt up, and they're just kind of floating there. And they look up at you, and you hear in your head, "Hello."
Hello? Are you friendly?
Yes, I am Squishy.
I know you are squishy, but are you friendly?
I'm looking for Calazar.
Ah, this way. I'll hop down out of the tree and walk over really confused, but
It's just, and the floating eyes just like in the cube kind of like follow you.
I can't even like words right now. I'm just walking incredibly perplexed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I take
It's very warm.
Yeah, I got nothing, man. I'm just like
you react to it. All right, so where you take?
I'll escort him inside and to where I saw Calazar last.
Okay. You get to the doors of the crab shack, and he says, "Oh, I don't know if I'll fit."
How large is this thing?
It's the standard size of a gelatinous cube.
Oh, so it's
it
like,
is. Yeah, no, it's like it's a big creature.
does Calazar know you?
Yes, me and Calazar, we met in the Underdark.
I will go get him.
Okay,
And
I'll wait outside.
I'll walk inside. What color was this thing?
It's kind of like a translucent, light, kind of greenish blue.
All right.
Has like various like bones and pieces of things floating in it.
Okie dokie. I'm going to walk over to that dark table where Calazar was.
He just does not even acknowledge that you're there. He's just trying to look like
Cal.
Yes.
There's a gelatinous
what is
cube
it?
outside that asked for you by name.
Oh, Squishy is here. Okay. I will go outside then.
Okay.
And
And
he
I'm
gets
going to
up
follow.
very carefully and calmly walks outside. And he sits he goes outside and he greets Squishy. And Squishy maintains this kind of mental connection with you, and you hear the two conversing. He says, Squishy, it's so good to see you. How did you find me? Did anyone know that you found me? I have the usual questions, my friend. Squishy's like, no, it's okay. I heard that you were back at this place, so I decided to ooze on over. I mean, it's been so long since we got out of the Underdark. Yes, indeed, Squishy. You definitely can't stay in here. Shall we go to the keep where people cannot see us beyond the walls? And Squishy agrees, and the two of them go hand in hand. Well, cube and man.
Gelatinous hand in hand.
Yeah. Over there. And Calazar's like, thank you, Redan. Thank you very much. Goodbye, and walks away.
As he's walking away, I'm just saying loud enough to be heard, I have questions for later.
Indeed, many people do.
Oh.
I may or may not answer them. Anyways, goodbye.
All right. So with that, I'm going to put the book away for a moment.
Just like process what has happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Go do some physical labor, see if anyone needs help.
All right. You've developed a small contingent of goblins, and there are some goblins building working on a guard tower right now.
Ooh, I'm so in on that.
Use somebody with some strength. All right. So you go to assist them with the guard tower, and we'll come back to your roles on that in a little bit. Jabetta and Lilith. So Jabetta, you has made your way to Lilith's room.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm standing outside the door, and she's like, and she's just like,
knock, knock, knock. Lilith, you hear a knock at the door.
Love's like busy trying to get the French twist in her hair up. Come in, honey, come in.
I was like, she's trying to feign all the enthusiasm she can for this conversation. She's like, Lilith, darling.
Smell of perfume going on.
Oh, it's like a nice.
So do I open the door and I'm just hit with a smell of perfume?
Yeah, a lot of perfume just pops out.
Shabetta's like,
Grandma's
okay.
house Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. That I see you have gotten started already with getting ready.
Oh, Djibouti. Oh, don't just stand there by the door. Come on in.
Great. Do you have a dress? Preferably blue, seaworthy, maybe with like a net or something.
Lily gets excited. Whatever she was doing with her hair, she just drops it. Grabs your hands and be like, are we going to play dress up again? Because the last time was very wonderful.
Cue the montage.
Great.
Wanna have fun.
Oh, I love it. I love every part of it.
I will drag her and place her in the seat and just get her ready, like makeover style montage.
Oh yeah, there's some feudal resistance, and that is
great. Joetta's just like, great. This was because the having to dress up and stuff, that was the one part of like temple life that Gilberta always was like, can't we just pray? Like, do we have to?
Do we have to? What's with all this pageantry?
Listen, I love having a nice place to sleep and a nice place to sit. I'm very hoity-toity when it comes to where I sleep, but you know,
Right.
she was also an orphan, so she lived out in the wilderness for a while. So like, you know, fine.
All right.
Can't we just pray?
Lilith is just like, powders your face, get you, and we'll try to commence a conversation, just like, you have lovely skin, did you know that? And with that sour face you have right there, you're just going to give yourself wrinkles way too early. Don't put yourself in that. A little bit of fun.
Don't-
Way too seriously.
Please
You are going to be great.
Please don't clog my gills. Is this makeup waterproof?
Sure, darling. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
We'll find out in a little bit.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to swim for days.
Okay, so knowing that Gilberta is a posh sea elf who worships a moon goddess, what does this outfit look like, Lilith, that you put her into?
Okay, so let's see. Where is my red carpet dresses? There we go.
I love it.
Under a velvet navy blue, got like two pretty thick straps right here, and a heart-shaped top around the chest area, and it's going to hug her and then flare at the end, mermaid style. So it's a mermaid dress.
Nice.
With like gold like or silver like trimmings in the top area, and just kind of fades out at the bottom.
Ooh.
And then I like pass her a silver or again gold shawl. I'm not exactly sure what colors that she likes, and like place it around her, a little wrap around her, and be like, and I just take a step back. I almost feel like going teary-eyed and be like, oh, I did such a good job.
Gilberta's gonna say,
Stunning.
Gilberta's gonna say, great. Are we done now? Can we be done?
Yes. You took up a lot of my time now. Go ahead. Don't ruin this, though. I don't have a lot of time to do this makeup over again. And I will shove you out the door and get back to my own thing.
Perfect.
Great. Gilberta walks down into the kitchen and she's like, because Lilith didn't do my hair. She just did my makeup. So like Tommy's still gonna do my hair.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna do your
And
hair.
like, so I walk down and I'm like I'm like, Tommy,
Yes.
this is the dress that you have to match. Just so
Oh, it
you
looks
know.
beautiful. Well done.
Thanks.
I'll take
I'm
care of
gonna
the
go
hair
take
in
it
a
off
minute.
now.
I've just
We're
got
all
to
good.
take care of the lunch rush.
We're all getting done up here. Are we leaving today?
Well, you guys got some time,
Are
so
we
you can
leaving?
take care of some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have long or short hair, Jill Betty?
Gilberta has long hair.
She has long hair? I make it wavy.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Gilberta constantly has beach waves. I mean, because she's always in the water.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
She
right, she's
constantly has
Then
like.
she just smooths out those waves, no frizz, nice and silky.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Love every bit of it. All right. Now, nobody's gotten Redan ready. He's still out in a tree reading a book, having interactions with
Oh.
strange cubes.
Oh, he's the muscle. He's in full plate armor. Perhaps he could use a polish.
Are there no suits?
I'm sure somebody could lend him a suit.
Also assuming that he didn't come prepared, carrying
No.
some sort of formal attire. Just
Yeah, Gilberta will actually mention that to Tommy. She'll be like, I don't know where Redan is. He probably doesn't want to dress up, but Tommy, if you see him, could you just give him a nice, do to him what you did to Kashano, basically.
Very well. I will find a way to make him presentable.
Good luck. Thank you.
So all this activity takes you guys kind of later into the afternoon. and an additional lunch rush has come through, and everybody's kind of taking care of things. Cookie's serving up another meal. Tommy's waiting tables. Redan, you've had time to go through the rest of these legends, and the rest is just stories of other great giants and other things. No other interesting malls, but a lot of really good stories about great giants, from the absolutely merciless to the quite benevolent ones that have existed, that have tried to form alliances between the various factions and giant kind and move forward with it. Kashano, you just kind of like, once you got dressed, you went back to your room and
just to prepare things, and I'm actually wondering, we don't happen to have any sort of map of the Sword Coast, do we? I assume we would.
Oh yeah, there's one around.
There's one around. Kashano would like to get to this map,
okay,
and pin it up on a wall in his room,
okay.
and over time he's going to begin putting pins with little tags or ribbons off of them in various places where we have known allies, enemies, and other acquaintences.
Ah, so he's kind of putting a group,
kind of getting an intel map together. So yes, in Yatar, we seem to have befriended the sheriff there. We might be able to call upon him. There's the folks at the Drawn-in Courtier, who not quite allies yet, but we consider them a neutral, hopefully potential allies.
All
We,
right.
of course, got the enemies in the Black Hand in Waterdeep, and so on and so forth.
So on and so forth.
Are you Kashano the Quick or Kashano the Cartographer?
He could become a cartographer.
Kashano's got many skills. You always underestimate him.
All right. So yeah, you're able to do this up fairly easily, and you can kind of keep track of where everybody's at.
Fantastic. Yes. Yes, it's going to be a thing he's going to maintain over time too, and then there'll be a spot off just in the coast of people with whereabouts unknown. So that's where in blue to blue for allies, red for enemies, and probably white for unknowns. So in blue, Zavel would of course go into that.
Right.
And then,
it's like a question mark for wherever Zavel is. Where in the world is Zavel?
Yeah.
It's just kind of, we have a spot in the ocean where we're just going to keep that. And the same goes for Kashano the Sharp. She will, of course, be in blue. Kashano the Wild, he will be on a white tag for now, unsure.
Okay.
And then,
All right. So that goes up. All right.
Yeah.
He's going to spend some time with that, getting an idea of where our allies and enemies are, especially if we're going to be traveling into dangerous territories.
So you spend that's how you spend your afternoon into the evening. Redan, you wanted to help build the guard tower. I want you to make some checks for me.
All right.
On how well you do in helping to build that together. And what kind of checks you want to make? First, I want you to throw out a strength check for me.
All right. Nope. Wow, that's pathetic.
Right? That's weird for Redan. So you're having an odd day. You like go to lift something and it like slips out of your hands. Oh, geez. All right.
That moment when even the goblins are like, what?
Or maybe does that thing, where you show up to a job site and you really want to impress everybody and you
That's
look for the
exactly
heaviest thing there and you go to lift it and you just like way overjudge it. All right, now give me a dexterity check. The dice are not on your side today, dude.
Nope.
So, all right. And I want you to give me one more check. Give me a... Jeez.
Can anyone give him inspiration?
Yeah. No, nobody even knows that he's doing this right now.
If you're making it a strength check, I'm fucking raging on this one.
Okay, let's do a perception check to just kind of like eyeing the work and doing it correctly.
Oh, dear God.
That's persuasion.
Oh, it's
oh my
goodness!
goodness.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, there. So you do pretty good, and you do your best, and certainly you're doing slightly better work as a normal-sized person than a group of goblins do.
I'm a body right about now. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
extra
You're just,
body.
eventually somebody like hands you a bucket, and it's like, here, move this from
That's
point A to point B.
exactly
It's just
Yeah.
Wormspit says, I will ensure that you are properly noted in all of the works and labels. You're not technically part of the union is the first thing, and that's okay. That's fine. I'll draft up some paperwork for you, but I do appreciate the effort.
Just shake my head, understand. Like, yep, that's fair.
Absolutely.
It's like it's when you like look at the the thing at the end. It's like it built by, and it's like a bunch of goblins, and then big guy.
Yeah,
He kind of.
It's just at the bottom. It's like at the worksheet, and it's just like contributing laborers. And at the bottom of the sheet is like Redan contributed labor with question mark. It's just like, all right.
Oh my God.
So that unfolds there, Jabetta. After you've gotten your various makeovers, you're waiting for Tommy to attend to you, and he's kind of waiting to get through his rushes for the day. Is there anything you'd like to do in that downtime?
I mean, I can't swim, so.
Well, you could hang the dress and then go swimming.
The makeup.
Oh, the makeup, of course, absolutely. Sorry, my mistake.
She was like, maybe, I don't know. So, like, I can't, and it's not nighttime, so I can't. There's really no point to I can't really go outside and pray to Saluna yet with pray to the moon.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just going to. I've got some stuff in my. Maybe I'll talk to Cookie and tell him about that orb we found, and then try to see if I can get to the bottom of those bandages on his arm.
All right. So Cookie's working away in the kitchen.
Yeah,
as he usually is during the day.
Yeah, I'm going in there, and I've got the bag with the orb in it.
Ah, Miss Gilbetta, it's a fine dress you got on there. What brings you to me kitchen this evening?
Cookie, well, okay, a couple of things. First of all, have you been trying to put the wards back up in the library again? What, I see that you're wounded again.
Yes, things ain't healing up like they used to. I guess I'm starting to show me age.
Yeah, which is what again?
Oh, geez. You put me on the spot there, Mr. Betta.
Well,
After the 500th year, I'll be honest, I kind of lost count. It's like after the sixth wife.
Okay. None of them really matter after the sixth, do they?
Well, after Black Cherry, nobody else could handle it. Anyways.
After who? I'm sorry, who?
Oh, Black Cherry Borden. She was me sixth wife. After that, I had to let them all go. Nobody could ever stand up to such a woman. And she's a wee bit jealous, too.
With a name like that.
Well, she's a drow, you see. Lifespan like that, I pretty much can't have another lady less threaten her life.
That's a weird porn star name.
Yeah, well, that would kind of put a kink in things, I suppose.
But damn finest pirate I ever saw.
Oh, she was a pirate as well. Black Cherry the Drow pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to meet her.
Many people would.
Goodness. Can't imagine you with a drow. I would just can't imagine how that arrangement would begin.
Oh, I'm a charmer. Don't sell me short.
I could never. The only one I sell short is Belle.
Ha ha! I'll have to remember that one for Spoony.
Yeah. Anyway. Also, another thing. So on our last adventure, we came across this, and I just pull the orb out of and I'm just like, do you know what the fuck this is?
Oh, I've never seen something like that before. Where did you find it?
In So there was this random. It was in the weather place, right?
The Thunder Temple, yeah.
Yeah.
The Storm Temple.
So there was this random, like storm temple, sort of, and there were all these, like, there was a wind portion, and we fought these god drakes, and there was an orb. We found this orb, this bag, a tapestry, a very nice tapestry.
Oh, sounds like a fine adventure you got yourself on there.
Well, it was something.
Well, there was an old legend about a storm giant that was uniting giants against dragonkind. He wielded two items in unison, gave him command of all of the storms. He used it to kind of ground the dragon folk.
Well, there were two arching paths in this place, and we went down the one that contained the orb. But when we tried to go back to the other one there was a statue holding an orb and a staff. We tried to go back, but it had been sealed off. The other side had been sealed off.
Well, that's not unusual. Perhaps they never wanted the items to be put together again. Very dangerous artifacts you're playing with there, Miss Jalea.
Well, listen, we didn't know what the fuck it was, so we just took it.
Well, it's an excellent
And
find.
Kasano was there. What do you expect?
Well, it's an excellent find. I could tuck it away in the vaults for you if you want. But if you're looking to use it...
Hey, no, vault's perfect. Perfect. Put it in the vault.
Excellent.
But
I'll put it away for you.
But don't fucking get yourself killed putting it in the vault, please.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm way tougher than I look.
I know that, but does he still have the bandages on his arms?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I'm going to say I know that, but my goodness. And then she just, because I assume we're going to rest before we leave, since we don't need to really leave.
Oh yeah, you guys still got like another night's sleep that you got to get to. This is
so she's just gonna cast Cure Wounds on Cookie again.
okay. You cast Cure Wounds, and the wound does close up, but it leaves a very, very noticeable scar.
What the hell? What in Salune is that, Cookie?
Oh, don't be worrying about this little thing. I've caught many more in my day. You should see me map. You should take a look at me back. It's like a road map pane.
I'll keep that in mind for future reference. Why did it? I've never had that happen before when I healed someone.
Oh, perhaps it's just a particularly stubborn wound. Don't worry too much about it.
You're
Anyways.
lying to me.
You don't know that. Are you saying
I
this
want to
to
do
him?
an insight check. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to do an insight check.
Okay.
Too. 23. That be.
You get the impression for the very first time in all the conversations that you've had with Cookie that he doesn't actually know what's going on.
Death scares the shit out of me.
And that he's just he is making an attempt to make sure that you do not worry.
I'm going to say, Cookie, I get the feeling that you're not being totally truthful. I think that you don't exactly know why that is happening.
He kind of pauses for a moment, kind of has a deep breath and says, Miss Gilbetta, if events were unfolding that were so mysterious and foreboding that even I did not know what was going on and I could not provide any matter of counsel, that would be truly disturbing. The kind of thing that could cause people to unravel.
I agree with you. That don't go telling Kashano anything, because you know that he'll just freak out. and then
So-
we'll just wake up and he'll be gone or something. But
For the sake of everyone, Miss Gilbetta, let's just let me handle this.
well, I haven't told anyone else about what you were doing in the library.
And I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Was the library or the vault?
Well,
the vault is in the area below the keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but please, should there be any further reason for worry, I mean, we do deserve to know if we're in a direct danger. Just saying.
Miss Gilbetta, there's nothing on this earth that I think about more than the well-being of you and your lot.
I mean, that's why you make such damn good food, I'm sure.
Indeed, I do.
Yeah, I'm just also, I don't know if you overheard, Owen Stone just popped in, invited us to a networking event in Waterdeep. That's why I'm dressed up like days of old in the temple.
That should be a good opportunity for you lot to get your hands on some good work in the city.
Yeah, well, Kashano, of course, thinks it's a trap. And of course, he's Kashano, so if he's seen in Waterdeep, we just might all die.
Well, there's two ways to look at that, Miss Gilbetta. If it is a trap and you overcome it, think how impressed those nobles will be once they see your skill.
I mean, I'm fine with it. My curiosity is so strong. You know this. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly is going to happen. So I'm fine with it. But just so you know, we're going to Waterdeep networking event. Oh, and so apparently his benefactor actually wants to meet us. So maybe we will finally figure out exactly who the fuck we are working for.
All right then. Well, good luck with that, and be sure to report it back to me. I'll hold down the fort while you lot are gone.
I have no doubt about it.
All
and
right.
then she kind of like looks at the scar on his arm, and she just kind of looks at Cookie like, "Please be careful." And then she just turns around and walks away.
I'll be on me best behavior, I promise. I gotta get to the dinner rush now. Heads over and starts cooking hastily again.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
It's about dinner time. Kashana will go down for dinner.
All right. You guys are getting ready for dinner to unfold?
Yep.
What has Lilith been doing this whole time? Now that is she still getting? I would fully believe that she would still be getting ready and like sorting out this
Primping,
stuff.
just primping and reprimping.
Yeah.
Trimming actually takes quite a while.
No, look, if she's devoting the entire day to this, I fully understand. I'm just making sure.
Is she going to
also-
sleep in her fancy dress?
But there's probably, I'm going to spell a little like a slight background where she's in front of the mirror and just going through all her little clothes. She's like, no.
I love
it. And she's probably mumbling and be like, come on, Lilith. Honey, this is the chance you're looking for. A lifetime opportunity. Time where you can go back to town and show that man that you were worth more than that. Oh, that bitch of a woman he cheated with you with. I'll show him.
Whoa! Hashtag backstory. Hello.
The DM is so happy.
And she just goes on like, this time for sure, Lilith. You're gonna be finding. I gotta look. What was it? You're gonna find one. You're gonna find yourself a fine chap. This dame right here. You'll be back on your feet in no time for sure.
I'm
Lilith,
ashamed.
on your way back.
I love it. I love this inner monologue. This is great.
Whoa.
And I think when she finds the right one, she'll bust that door open and thaumaturgy and be like, Lilith Singer is ready to go.
Perfect. Love it.
Where's the car? Where's my ride?
Did she say this down at the dinner table?
Yeah. You guys are having dinner and she bursts out.
I wasn't planning on leaving until dawn.
Pardon?
We don't rightly want to travel through the night, do we?
But I got ready so we can go.
Spoonie goes to the bottom of the stairs. He says, "Lilith, honey, this is the very first time you ever been early." But you got ready too quick. You still got a whole nother night before these guys are gonna head out.
Well, I never. Oh, she just storms back in her room again and just.
Look, I'm just as surprised as you are.
What
I mean,
in
Take
the
her
world?
nails off. Tink, 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 tink.
This whole
It's
thing
one
unfolds.
night.
she could do a show.
Too late. Lilith comes down. She just looks upset.
Too late.
Arms
It's too
folded
late.
like-
She's gone now. She's gone.
She comes down. She
Okay.
eventually comes down and joins for dinner. It's a whole day of dressing up.
All right, for dinner, Cookie has prepared some stuffed potatoes. So it's the baked potatoes where it has like the stuffed filling with like the cheese and everything like that in it, and that is paired up with some nice beef sausages and some vegetables. And that's the evening dinner for everyone.
Lilith looks at the plate and says, where's the green? This is all high fatting.
He brings you
Oh
a
my
salad.
goodness.
All right.
He's just like, okay, good to know. Like,
Brings you out a salad. Make sure it's all nice for you.
Oh my god, I'm having too much fun with this.
No, look, I'm loving every minute of it. Okay, so that unfolds. Redan, you, after a day of helping everyone out, you return back to the inn. And when you return to the inn, Tommy appears outside in a puff of mist. Says hello, greets you at the door.
Hello.
I understand you will be joining everyone at the party.
I will.
I need to get you dressed. Will
I
you
have
come
some-
quietly?
I have my own clothing.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
I am ready for all situations.
May I see?
I'll walk him out to my room.
Very well.
Wait, everyone's dressed?
That
He's checking. He's checking on him to make sure that he's going to be properly dressed because
Yeah.
Tommy was given a task, and he's going
Yeah.
to make sure.
Are we
So-
supposed to be dressed up for dinner?
No, not for dinner, but he's just making sure that he has proper clothes for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, about to say.
Oh yeah.
so you're thinking just the base, simplest, like a kung fu outfit, long black sleeves, a little bit of white trim at the end.
Okay. Yeah. So like a gi, right? Like yeah.
Exactly, except there's a whole bunch of yellow runes on the back and coming down on the sides and down the back of the legs. Like it's
Nice.
functional, but enough of a flair.
Okay. Tommy nods in approval. He says, "I apologize. I have misjudged you.
It is okay.
Dinner is being served." And then
Thank
he
you.
takes his leave from the room.
I would like to actually utilize this distraction of dinner to poke around. I've heard talk about a library in a mage tower, so I'd like to figure out what's going on in there.
Okay.
oh, but Dan's gonna get himself killed.
He's not going to get himself killed. We'll see what happens. All right. So,
Hold on. Can we? When Redan dies, I'm gonna clip that.
My
He's not gonna get
himself
himself
killed. A weapon.
10 minutes
he'll
later.
die when I say he died. Okay. All right. So, Kashana, are you joining everyone for dinner?
Yeah. No, he came down for dinner.
Okay.
And after dinner, I don't know if we have some dinner interaction here, but after dinner, he is going to ask Gilbetta if she'd take a walk with him around the walls to inspect the work that's been done.
Okay.
But I don't know if we're having dinner interactions first.
All right. Well, you three are having dinner right now. And Redan has gone out to the Mage Tower. Redan, on your way out to the Mage Tower, as you reach that section of the keep, you notice that Kelazar is there with Squishy. And also with Calazar now, there is a basilisk.
Oh no.
Oh, does it look like this is does it look like this is an actual conversation going on, or like?
The basilisk is just kind of like resting beside him.
What the fuck?
While Calazar is rifling through some books, and some scrolls, sitting inside the mage tower with Squishy.
All right. So, in your infinite wisdom, have I had any interactions with a basilisk before?
Ooh, I don't know. Where have you lived primarily?
Primarily in the hills, around some mountains, but do keep in mind I'm fairly well read.
Yeah, you're fairly well read. You've read about basilisks.
Okay.
Give me a history check.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
This seems unusual. So this seems very strange. But on the other hand, he also has a friend who is a gelatinous cube. So take what you will from this.
If I know anything about basilisks, I'd be covering my eyes. If not, I'm just walking over.
Okay.
Walking over silently.
Okay, you walk over silently, and you can hear Calazar mumbling to himself. The wards, everything is gone loose. This shit is fucked. Okay. Wow, do I really want to be here right now? Can I run away? Don't want to get caught again.
This fucking guy.
Getting caught again sucks. Don't want to go home. This will be fine. Cookies are goodbye. Excuse me. Can I help you?
I wanted to investigate the mage tower.
Ah, yes. As I am doing currently, this Mr. Redan, this is Squishy, who you've met earlier, and this is Mr. Squishy Face, my basilisk.
Mr. Squishface?
Mr. Squishy Face.
Hello, Mr. Squishy Face. May I pet him?
Absolutely, you may pet him.
Oh,
I
God.
pet Mr. Squishy Face.
He was the last companion I acquired before I left the Underdark. And he just kind of like...
You are a very interesting individual. I would like to know more
I
about you.
both love and hate this character.
There are a lot of people that want to know things about me, and I don't want anyone to know anything. So...
Have you checked the mage tower for spiders?
I have not checked it for spiders, although before I left, I did do a preliminary check. However, the volatile magics that we kept within, and I fucking told Baracus. I told him. Wizards. Anyway. It is all gone. And needs to be repaired.
How long will the repairs take? I was told there was a library here. Was
tough to say. There are libraries, but I wouldn't go in there. Extra-dimensional portals, creatures from other realms, not the best party to join. If we
Can I
find...
insight check them?
Yeah, sure. Many people have tried.
I have a feeling this is going to go quite well.
Like,
oh my!
This guy's
gosh.
a genius.
Oh my god!
Like, you're just like, this person's incredible.
Let's get him out of the way now. It's fine.
She's just like, oh, I want to make it safe to go back in. I have a locker inside. I believe I left a sandwich. And
30-year-old sandwich.
yeah, that's probably a lie. He likely just says sandwich in place of whatever actually.
Or it's just an actual sandwich in an
but you never know with Calazar.
I don't know. With an insight check of 3,
It could be anything.
That's actually a -3 if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's just a 1. Yeah, you rolled a 1 and then you
Rolled a 1, yeah.
Yeah, no, so it was bad. He's like, I wouldn't recommend going inside, although I could use somebody to scout. I was going to send Squishy in because he's functionally immortal, and he kind of pokes him a little bit. For the most part, although the extra planar threats can be troublesome. And then there's, of course, that realm of error portal.
I will wait to investigate. He has thoroughly put me on my feet. Yeah, push me away for the moment.
All right, good talk.
Yeah, this is the great thing about him and I.
Have a blade ward.
Just turn around and walk away. Go in, find some food.
All right. You go in, you get your own plate of sausages and baked potatoes and some greens. And everyone is planning out their evening.
And so, well, we'll leave it gone.
So Radan's back now?
Yeah, Radan has returned.
Radan, what? I haven't seen you for what have you done today?
I have been reading and investigating your grounds.
What do you mean investigating the ground?
I am becoming familiar in case we are attacked.
Very smart.
That's a good plan.
Quite wise. Appreciate it. Did you find any points of concern?
Right.
Mage Tower seems scary.
As
well,
Mage
yeah,
Towers
there's
are-
some
we've not had the opportunity
some
to
shit
venture.
in there.
I am very interested to go in there. When can we do this?
Yeah. Well,
As am I.
settle down, oh big one.
Once we've increased our forces a bit and have a bit stronger party to go in with, then we will plan to clear it. But I
Kind of leans back in his chair while you guys are talking. He says, "Yeah, Calazar is on the Mage Tower. He's trying to make it habitable."
I would like to live in there.
Wait, you said Calazar. Was Calazar over there when you were over there?
Yes.
Oh,
thing.
what the hell is he just standing there like the person that he is?
Yes.
Okay.
He was waving his fingers and talking to himself.
That sounds like Calazar.
Mm.
That does sound like Calazar.
That's
Did
on
he
brand.
mention spiders? Was he still looking for spiders?
No. No spiders.
Oh, okay. Maybe we've moved on from the spiders.
I'm going to pull one of those boomsticks off my back, put it on the table, and say, can someone show me how this works?
Ooh.
Oh, let's see. And Gilberta like picks it up like it's a toy. She's just like,
I want to
and she
know.
tries to see if she can get it to work.
I want to know how it explodes.
Okay.
I've come across such a thing before. I'm going to have a look at it.
All right. Well, I mean, he has two, so you can both look at one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, it's
So-
fine.
So
Yeah.
I'll pick one of them up.
yeah,
I want you both to give me an intelligence check to see what you can work out from this device.
intelligence. Or is it? Well, would it be an investigation check?
Nah, just a straight up intelligence check to see if you can figure out how it works. No bonuses.
I want my jack of all trades.
Too bad.
God damn it.
Ow.
So yeah, you both are just like, fuck,
Jeez.
man, is this magic? Like, how does this work?
Gilberta just like shakes it like.
with some like with a 6, even with a 6, you're able to determine that there is a trigger mechanism on it. When you pull it, nothing happens currently. So whatever it is, you feel like it's missing something or there's something wrong.
Seems to operate similar to a crossbow, but I don't know how you get the bolt in.
Lilith,
Somebody's gonna
once
say,
you
well-
finish your dinner, it's time for performance again. Spoonie introduces you up. You've got another full crowd for the evening.
I guess. Lil's just not in the mood from just being disappointed.
Spoonie's trying to give you a pep talk. He's like, come on, look at this crowd. Don't they deserve to have the little sparkle tonight?
We got it this morning, Spoonie. I'm
It's
just
a
not.
different crowd. That was the breakfast crowd. This is an evening crowd. Come on.
Ugh.
I've never known you to say no to an audience, Lil. Shake it off. Go on up there.
All right, but I'm keeping whatever the audience give me.
All right.
She casts prestidigitation. God, I hope I'm saying it right, because she took off the gown and just the fun stuff and just illusion makeup now.
It's all going on. All right. So you go up and continue your performance with a 14. You don't pull off as I guess your heart's not in it tonight.
Nope. Not.
After that devastating.
She was ready to go. She wanted to go catch a man.
Yeah. No, and the time will come. You were just way too early, and you're just raring to go, and all that. So you come up with 9 gold pieces at the end of this show.
Yay! More money. Awesome.
No money, no problems.
All right. And how does everybody else maintain after dinner?
Gilberta, would you
What?
take a walk with me to inspect the work that's been done on the walls while we were gone?
Sure.
Fantastic. And we're going to walk probably in the inside of just because it's late for safety.
Okay.
But I'm going to walk around
And as
the
soon
walls. And once we're
as we're outside the door of the inn, I look at you and I say, "What do you want?"
we need to talk. Let's get a little bit further away.
Clearly, you've never once asked me to
All right.
make a round.
And we will have this conversation once we return from our break.
Okay.
All right. Exciting. Stay tuned for this special message.
I was like, we've never once done this.
Well, you know, there's new people in the midst. We gotta figure some shit out here.
Yeah.
Going to break.
Going to break.
Yep.
Are we ready to come back?
Yep, we're back.
We're back. Welcome back to Mercenaries of Mischief. When last we left our heroes, they were preparing for a party. Everybody's getting ready. We had more fun with Calazar, and we got to meet Calazar's friends.
Friends is a
And people got makeovers, and we learned that Redan actually has some impressive fashion sense.
Quite snappy.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's quite the snappy dresser Redan is.
Ready for every encounter.
Redan has layers that we can't even begin to comprehend.
He's like an onion.
So, when last we left our heroes, Jabetta was walking around with Kashano, and they were having a talk along the walls.
Yeah, I said, Kashano, what do you want? We've never done this. You clearly have something to say.
Yes. We haven't really had a talk like this. At this point, the way I see it, I'm still unsure about Cookie and Tommy and Spoonie and the whole band, the Strength Saucer guy. I don't think that it's wise to defer to Cookie. He seems to be holding things from us. The way I see it, you and I have an opportunity here to build something of note. My short human life, I would like to accomplish something, and this might be it. But I'm still unsure of why you're here and how long you intend to stay.
Well, okay. So I know I haven't told you much of why I was on that ship in the first place, headed to Waterdeep. As you know, dead parents. Hello. And as you also know, I am a devout servant of Selune.
Yes.
Well, okay. I've literally not told any of you this.
Sean was listening.
So I actually was taken. So after the death of my parents, I lived on my own off the land for a while. And then I was standing out at nighttime, looking into the ocean, as I do. I mean, it's me. Hello. And this old key washed up at my feet, and it had this insignia of Selune on it. there was a nearby temple. So I just went to the temple just to see, you know, if anyone knew anything about the key, and what I found was a home. I was taken in by a dwarven high priest. You might have heard me mention a Bone River before. I mentioned Bone River.
Yes.
He has since passed, and upon his passing, he passed to me knowledge of a daughter that he has. I don't know her name. I don't know if she goes by Bone River. I don't know if she's a full dwarf. I don't know if she's something else. Apparently it was some sort of sorted relationship, and I don't know where she is. I've not been able to find any trace of her whatsoever, but she is the reason that I was traveling around when I sort of just bumped into you lot and started on this adventure. So part of the reason that I'm here is because I hope to find some information along the way that might perhaps lead me to discovering her and passing on her inheritance.
I see.
So
What is the nature of this inheritance? Is it a magical, a divine? Is it something dangerous we should be concerned about?
No, it's nothing like that.
That's always Kashana's question.
Of course, I know it's always personal. No, it's nothing like that. I don't want to. It is a family heirloom of sorts, so I don't want to betray the trust of the family and like go into too much detail. But it is a family heirloom that does supposedly have some importance and some potential monetary value. I don't know. I have a letter from him to his daughter. I've never opened it. I haven't read it. I don't know.
Do you suppose others might be looking for this item?
I would say that's unlikely.
All right. Well.
But that's. I mean, I don't plan to go anywhere. But you know, I don't like strangers.
You've made
as
that
far as
abundant.
Cookie is concerned, yes. As far as Cookie is concerned, I may not trust him as much as I trust myself or my goddess, but I also don't believe that he forebodes any ill will upon us.
I don't think so, but there's always question of how much protection he would grant us if the time came.
Right.
So I think it's important that we take charge of this situation, and I thank you for sharing that information with me, for trusting me enough.
How loudly are you speaking?
Well,
relatively softly. I don't think there's anyone around hearing except maybe the goblins, but I'm still not trying to shout.
Okay. As you say that last sentence, you hear a voice say, "He would die."
Thank you.
that wasn't just in my head, right, Kashana?
Possibly, but if so, it was also in mine.
Okay. Good to know.
What about you, Calazar? How long do you intend to stay around?
Leans out from behind the wall of the mage tower. I'm sorry, you're very loud.
My apologies. We'll continue off to the other side of the keep.
Squishy's trying to sleep.
What's a squishy?
Who?
He's a gelatinous cube. He's my friend.
What?
Friend.
Gilberta runs over. She wants to see. She's like, what?
Luciano walks over cautiously.
You see Calazar standing there. He's got 2 torches out now that the sun has gone down. And he's looking over spell books, writing in the air. And has on one side a gelatinous cube just kind of wobbling there like a jello mold. And inside there is a brain and 2 floating eyes. and they kind of turn to you. Hello.
Hello.
No. Is it dangerous? Is it dangerous?
No,
Calazar?
it's just squishy. Occasionally I feed him things, and he like picks up a cookie out of his bag and just kind of like, just like.
Squishy, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I touch you?
I wouldn't advise it.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
I'm very acidic.
Well,
Don't
I'm
step
not.
into the
Well,
slime.
I'm not. I can't cancel you out because I'm not a basic bitch. So.
Anyways, that was a long walk. Okay.
All right. But so we're gonna get a little distance there, and
Yeah, you noticed there's also a basilisk, and you have seen basilisks before, but this one is
shit,
resting.
kill it.
No, that's Mr. Squishy Face. He's my pet.
What's with all the squishiness?
Wait. So you have Squishy and Mr. Squishy Face.
To be fair, Mr. Squishy Face was named before I met Squishy.
So
I'm not
did
terribly
you name
imaginative.
Right. So this is among the
I'm
strangest
going to call
things
you
I've seen so
Squish
far.
from now on, Calvin.
Very well.
But
Carry on.
Yes.
But anyways,
have a good
in regards to your question, Cookie would die.
it's very reassuring. Thank you.
To protect anyone he cared about.
What makes you so sure he cares about us?
You're here.
Calvin
is-
dropping truth bombs. Okay, what?
Fair enough. I
This
suppose
is
we
the
should-
place that Cookie brings his friends. Did you not know that?
I know very little about what's going on here, Calazar.
We all do.
Calazar, he knows more than a little, but if Kashano likes it, he's dramatic. I'm sure you
We
know.
all know very little. If we really know anything.
So true. Well, we'll leave you.
Okay, have a good night.
Yes, please do.
If you could, please. And then once we get a little further away. So I think it's only fair for the safety's sake. You know I like to play things close to the chest, but we're going to a meeting of nobles. And I had various relationships with various people in Waterdeep, but one of them could be potentially amongst this crowd. If not him, then those who know him. And that is why I'm a bit concerned about being recognized by my face as we go in here. So, ideally, I'm going to try to hang low amongst these people. So you're going to need to do a little bit of more representation of the academy at this party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah, what question? What relationship exactly do you have with someone that might be there? Let me just, so I know how to avoid the topic that might bring those up.
Are we to begin trusting each other?
I mean, I just told you something that no one else knows, especially because I'm glad that I had not said it before, because then that fucking piece of shit, whatever he was, when he betrayed us, and Zabel just doesn't care. So.
Yes. All right. Fine. Here it is. Cards on the table. Before a few months ago, I had not been outside of Waterdeep.
Ever?
Well, not far. No. Some of the outlying areas, the various work. I'd lived my entire life in.
You're a townie?
You're Downy.
I too am an orphan. You know this. I grew up in an orphanage in Waterdeep. At a certain point, they kind of just kick you out. Had to make a way for myself. I did what I had to. I worked in taverns. I took up the bardic ways here and there. I started running a few scams. I may have attempted to pull one over on this or that person at a time, and I thought I had finally got it. I was so close. There was a magistrate of sorts visiting from another area, and he had been for quite some time looking for a suitor of noble quality for his rather homely daughter. When I became aware of this, I took upon myself an identity to fit and saw my way in, quite quickly secured the promise. And then there was the engagement party. I was a bit overconfident, may have indulged in a few too many drinks, and insulted the gentleman. My hasty escape led me to a lifeboat on the back of a ship I was unfamiliar with, but was pulling out of port. I bounced around a bit until I heard that Kushano the Wild was back on the coast and took my chances. Here we are. So now you know.
And this was all just right before we met.
Those
Yes.
reactions.
Giovanna is freaking out right now because Kashano has literally never fucking revealed anything about his past. And her fucking mind is like exploding into a million pieces right now.
Just blown.
I'm going to trust you to keep most of this quiet. You have to understand, the reason I finally took up the Kashano name when I left, I'm known by many names in Waterdeep, but Kashano is not one of them.
What? Okay. I need to know. This is something I need to know. Because say we're at this event, right? Now, if I just happen to encounter someone telling a story about what you just described, I'll know it's them. But I need to know the name of this person. That way, if I meet them, I know how to, like, not.
Yes. Honestly, I can't remember where he was from, but he was Magistrate Melindar. It's the only name I ever addressed him by.
Melon what?
Malindar. Malendar. So yes, the Malindar family you can count amongst our potential enemies. However, he does not know of my name. Anything he may have heard about the keep or the mercenaries or any of it would be.
I assume you
abstract.
used a different name for this scam.
Oh, many.
Kashano.
For that particular one? No, yes, I hadn't taken up the Kashano name yet. For that particular one, I went a bit more simple. It was Johan.
You went with Johan. That's what. Okay.
Easy to remember, common enough to forget.
Right. That's the thing you say.
So good.
Yes. There's
Wow. Okay.
Johann of Johann of Terramath. I was posing as a visiting noble, so.
Okay. Well, I will say, you have since we've met, I will say you have gotten better at your scheming.
Well, actually, I've always been quite good at the scheming. I've been trying to keep it to a minimum. I was so close with that one, too. You have to understand, this was a brilliantly constructed plot, all right? We were going to... The best part was...
What was your plan once you were married? Like,
oh, the daughter hated him. She was looking for any opportunity to take her inheritance and rip him off.
Oh, well,
These
that
are
was
key
a good
points.
plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I need a moment to process things. Kashano, wow. Thank you for sharing. I mean, I'm not going to say anything unless there's an absolute necessary situation in which our safety or a plan depends on it to the others.
Okay.
But if that does come up, I would need to let them know, like, hey, don't be running around.
I'm telling you because I feel it's necessary. So if it should come to the point where we feel we can trust them sufficiently, and it is absolutely necessary, you would do what you must.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna since you've been so kind in telling me all this, I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna pull out the unknown potion from like way
back in episode 1.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, here, you can take this potion that we found together.
Does this look like either
as a symbol of our long friendship?
Nice.
Thank you. I'll add it to my collection of unknown potions.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Brings me to 7 currently.
That's a thing.
Holy shit.
So a cloud of mist comes up to you and takes shape. And it's Tommy. Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
But hey, Tommy, how long have you been here?
Oh, I came over from the tavern. I need to get Gilberta's hair done before the evening.
Shouldn't you go in the morning? Okay, I don't know anything about doing hair.
You have no idea how long this is going to take.
Well, and Gilberta, all Gilberta has to do is trance. So I don't lay down and sleep. So she just meditate. So I'm not gonna mess my hair up when I.
No, you'll be all right. So he takes you back, and it's a lengthy process, but your hair is embellished with like shells and like pearlescent things, and it's got like a weave. It's like a churning ocean. It's just beautifully done up.
Tommy, I fucking love it.
Yes, I do good work.
Yeah.
There's like a moon clip in the back that brings it all together, and it's like held together with kind of like a fishnet style, and then it's embellished with all these pearlescent shells and everything.
Oh, I love it! Oh my gosh, so exciting!
Excellent.
Gilberta's having the best day.
So you all sleep in trance for the night. Does anybody want to do anything before you go to bed?
No, Gilberta can't. Gilberta can't think about anything else right now.
Even.
So she just goes. She just goes to her room and just is like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Like a kid on Christmas. She can't even.
When
my
we
hair and Kashano like opening up, like, wow.
When we were coming back, did Spoonie teach Kashano the Song of Travel? Does he know it now?
No, you're going to take... Spoonie has agreed to give you lessons on it. After hearing it once, it is not enough. You're going to need some more time. Plus, you also have to learn how to be a real bard.
Yeah.
You get the impression this is going to take some time for you to master.
Okay. So yeah, I am going to check in with Spoonie there and see if we can have some...
Spoonie takes some dialogue and he says, "Hey, so Kashano, thing about you is You don't know who you are. You can't have the harmony that you need to find the music inside you until you figure out who you are.
And how do I do that, Spoonie? What does that even mean?
That means you gotta look inside of you and ask yourself some hard questions you don't want to ask yourself. Like, who are you? What do you stand for? And what are you doing? Where are you going? I know those questions. I ask myself those questions every day. I always recite the answers back to myself. And once you know the answers to those, you start to learn the harmony inside you, and you start to find the song inside you. You know, calm down that mess of music you got rolling around.
Interesting.
A lot of
Suppose that-
introspection, kid.
It's quite an interesting time in my life, I'd say.
Indeed it is. Great things happening all around. So what are you going to do about this party?
I suppose I'm going to have to face the music, as it were.
As we all will someday. You're going to be all right, Kishano. You
Thanks.
got it in you to do this. I've seen a lot of talent in my day. Seen a lot of people come through, a lot of musical talent, a lot of arts. You got it. You got something in you that's gonna turn you into something great. But you got to get out of your own way first.
I think I know what you mean, Spoonie. Thank you. He's gonna go and just go to bed, but he's gonna practice with the pan flute a little bit and just think before bed.
Okay. All right. Everyone who's going to sleep, I want you to give me a will save.
I want to do one thing before going to sleep.
Okay. What are you going to do? Wisdom.
I'd like to go and pump, what's his name, Cookie, for any information he might have on the Scepter of Might.
Okay.
What kind of save are we doing?
You're doing a wisdom save. Sorry.
Wisdom save. Okay.
I really thought he was going to say, I'm going to go pump iron.
Look, it very well
I'm
could be.
going to bomb some iron.
All right, you go to Cookie. Cookie's cleaning up the kitchen for the night. Redan. He gives you a traditional giant greeting.
It is completely reciprocated.
Okay. What brings you to me kitchen in this late hour?
I have found a book on our travels, and in it speaks of a Scepter of Might. And I go ahead explaining how it's petrified head, spine, hill giant ruler. I would like to know if you have any information on this.
I heard tale about this. I think it might actually be in the region. Last I heard from the hill giants. What you want to do is you want to find Bog and Og.
Bog and Og.
Yeah, two hill giants the party ran into recently.
Are they friendly?
They're not terribly clever, so they're friendly so long as you talk to them right.
And how do I talk to them right?
Fluff them up a little bit.
Okay, I will think on this further. With
A
the
little,
others,
little pomp and flattery goes a long way with the weak-minded. You know what I mean?
I believe I do. Gilbetta does that all the time with Kishano.
Cookie chuckles to himself. Well, if you're just going to say it.
Incredible.
Would the others know where Bog and Og are?
Well, they might. It's been a while since we had dealings with Bog and Og. But I'll put an ear to the ground and let you know if I find anything. Feel free to ask the others.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Cookie.
All right. And Cookie's getting on some outerwear and he's getting ready to head outside.
All right,
I got some business to attend to. You have yourself a good night's sleep there, Mr. Redan.
do you need any assistance?
No, this is something I got to handle myself.
Okay. Please know you can ask me for assistance. You have been more than kind to me.
It will be duly noted, son. You go get ready for that party tomorrow. You're going to have a big day.
I will do so.
All right. Take care. Sleep well.
I walk away.
Okay. You walk away. Cookie heads outside.
Sorry for that burn, man. It just had to happen.
No, look.
No, it's beautiful.
This is 100%.
Oh my God. That
Get it
was
out of the park.
fucking perfect.
All right. I want you to give me a wisdom save now as well.
Oh, dear Christ.
Can't be worse than
Lilith fucking failed the shit
Can't be
out of
worse
her.
than Lilith.
Yes, she did. Oh, snap.
Best roll of the night.
Okay. Yeah, no, the dice have not been kind to you today. So, Lilith,
Uh-oh.
while you are sleeping,
Mhm.
you're dreaming.
Oh.
And what you are dreaming about is, initially it starts out, as many of your dreams do, you're on stage to a packed crowd. People are shouting your name. You're having an incredible show put on. And just as you go to start to perform and start to do your set, another woman starts singing. And this woman looks very familiar to you.
Oh shit.
And the entire crowd turns on you and turns to her. And she basically steals the show from you.
That bitch.
Damn.
And you try and you belt out your best, you give your best moves and your best songs, and you can't win the crowd back.
Oh my God.
Personal problems.
So it's just becoming
That
like
hurt.
a night. It's becoming like a nightmare for you, and no matter what, you can't win back this crowd. And these people, this woman has taken everything from you now.
Oh, no, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, and she looks very familiar because this is the woman who, the man who had left you ended up with,
Oh,
and she is now haunting your nightmares.
Cheating hoe.
And
cheating hoe.
you hear a voice, and it said, "Boy, you're never going to let anybody take anything like that away from you again, are you? Oh man, that must have been awful for you." And this man, who appears to be wearing a very nice suit, but his face and hands are just like billowing black smoke, and there are white eyes residing in the center of it. And he kind of walks around you and he says, "Well, you know, there's a lot of things that can be done to ensure that this nightmare scenario around you never comes to be, if you're interested."
Keep talking.
Well, I mean, I don't want to tip my hand too much, but I'm kind of a purveyor of agreements, special things to ensure people live their best life. And I can tell you got great things ahead of you. And they're going to be even greater if you're the kind of person who can make a deal with me. And this illuminescent smile kind of creeps across this black billowing smoke.
Go away, Rumpelstiltskin.
Can Prashana choose to fail that roll?
No, he cannot. So,
Try to persuade him, saying,
all right.
"A deal? Oh, honey, Lilith here doesn't make deals. You just give gifts to Lilith. Just that's how much she's worth. Pay your respects to great Lilith, and I'll give you a performance of a lifetime."
He kind of laughs a little bit. Roll a persuasion check on that.
Okay. Mm.
He says, "I have no doubt that you do. But I know you'll never want to be a second choice ever again. So I'll make sure that you're always the world's first might need some time to ruminate on this, realize how cruel the world can actually be, and we'll talk again. Until then, enjoy the party. And he kind of disappears into the smoke. And that's where we'll end this evening.
Oh. What? Rumpelstiltskin makes an appearance. Hello. Just want your firstborn baby, that's all.
That's all.
Stuff is happening.
Oh my gosh.
Stuff is happening.
That got deep fast.
Stuff is Jill Betta is losing her fucking mind in her room right now.
Yeah, no, Jabetta had a big day.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I was freaking out. I was like, my face was Jobetta's face, though. That was all. Like, Jobetta was freaking the fuck out.
Well, Jabetta didn't see any of this, and it's going to be completely up to Lilith. And Lilith talks about this strange, smoky man she saw in her dreams.
I'm talking about Kashano.
Oh yeah, the Kashano's thing.
Fucking
Victoria.
saying words.
Yeah, talking about stuff.
Oh my.
Jabetta got like an expositional dump today. She got she got the special interaction with Cookie. She got.
I know.
I was not
That
going to reveal any of that if we didn't have to go to Waterdeep.
Turns out you got to go to Waterdeep.
I was waiting until we absolutely had to.
I wasn't even sure that you guys would take that invitation. I just put it out there, and I'm like, yeah, sure, he's going to hold one of these. We'll see what happens. If you guys take the invitation, we'll go.
Jobetta always like wants to see what's going to happen. Like Jobetta always wants to like poke the bear a little bit. Just like what's going to happen?
Koshano assumes that the bear will eat him.
Yeah, no, that's
we're very different, and that's why they argue so much. Because
that's why she poked the gelatinous cube.
No, I asked. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I made a very clever pun joke. All right. Science pun. Science joke.
Was it a bit of a long walk?
Oh. Yeah. That was incredible. That is my favorite session ever.
I like when we do the role play sessions because there's a lot of fun stuff in it. But we'll do some more stuff going on here.
I'm gonna give shit like to Rodano. I'm gonna be like, did you see that and you didn't fucking say anything? Because there was just a fucking gelatinous cube like hanging out.
Hey, no one asked.
It's true. Nobody specifically asked if there was a gelatinous cube.
Were there any gelatinous
basilisks
in the keep when you were walking around?
I think you asked if there was anyone else, and technically that's not an anyone.
No, I said what I don't remember what I said. It's in the footage. Roll the list.
And yeah, so we're gonna have all of the episodes live, all of them except for episode 3, which is officially the lost episode.
Womp womp.
It is the lost episode.
Showed up and hung out.
Really sad. Well, now I'd have to bring Sharp back in just so we have interactions with her.
Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
For real though.
So yeah, like I mean, this wisdom save. You guys are gonna start having nightmares.
Oh,
wait.
God.
It was just Lilith drew the unlucky straw on this one. I was worried if you guys all lost the save. I was like, this is gonna be really long if I have to do a nightmare sequence for each one.
Everybody.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah.
That's when you're like, well, we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Next time on Mercenaries of Mischief.
That Jobetta felt some emotions there because she was like, I don't know what's happening. Kashana was telling me shit. Like,
you have a right to know what dangerous waters we're getting into.
I love games where I love games where I can make you guys feel anything. That's what I'm really happy.
Yeah. I was flipping my lid when you were laughing. I could tell you were laughing at me because, like, I was like,
no, I was just watching your reactions the whole time, and I'm like, what? This is hilarious.
Yeah, well, because, like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to react. Like, we've known each other for months. Like, at this point, they have been traveling together for so long. They've gone through so much, and still, neither one of them has revealed anything that they revealed tonight. Like they haven't revealed any part of their backstory other than, you know, like I worship Salune, he's a bard, we're orphans, like that stuff. But none of the like details of it has been revealed before tonight.
You're growing.
That's only just the beginning.
Yeah, we
I
got whole
literally
layers
wrote in my
to
notes though. I wrote Magistrate Malandar, Kashano fucked him over, aka Johan.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Me, I'm just writing stuff down, and I'm like, and we got 2 whole new players that we get to unravel and all this stuff. The party,
right?
And
the party's gonna be great.
I love when she revealed that cheating plot. I saw you go like this. You were like,
Oh yeah,
you
went
wrote down
right
immediately.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, good to know.
Oh no, I have plans. Whenever you guys reveal stuff, I make notes, and I'm like, okay, here's how I can tie that in later. Here's how I can add extra stuff in later. And I'm a tug those hearts, man. I'm tug them all over.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Big.
So Jovetta might not have been 100% truthful when she said that there might not be anybody looking after the inheritance item, but yeah,
We'll see what happens.
it's fine. It's fine. It wouldn't be anybody super powerful, but like, you know.
Well, Krishna was probably assuming that she's being as truthful as she thinks she is, but
More or less.
But he's
Well, and she doesn't know.
sure that
She
there's gotta be
doesn't
somebody
know.
looking.
Obviously, she doesn't know if anybody is or not.
Well, the whole party
But-
at this point like has little things that they don't, fully convey to everybody.
And then like the cookie conversation, and I was trying to like
Yeah.
figure out how to word that without being like, yeah, I talked to Cookie and he said this. But so like I was trying to figure out how to like convey her false thoughts on that without betraying the conversation I shared with Cookie, but also trying to be truthful to Kashano. Like, ugh.
Yeah, no, she's in the middle of this, like all these weird things now.
Yeah. And then she gave him that potion.
Nice.
Yeah, adding to the mystery potions. Does
Yeah.
that potion look like either of the other ones from that batch?
Oh God, I gotta look it up now.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'll look it up and tell you which potion it looks like.
Great.
Oh my god, are we still live?
ton of potions in there now.
Yeah.
All
So and thanks for joining us today, guys. Be sure to check out everybody's other work. You can see Misa Perfect over on YouTube, as well as Nerd Narrative. Also, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and get everything finalized get some thumbnails and stuff ready, and
be
get all.
sure to check out Lilith's comics on Facebook.
And yeah, and then on Facebook, go over and check out Lilith at facebook.com/bombymel or /page/bomb. I don't know, just search for it.
Pretty Single is the comic. It's pretty fun.
Pretty Single is the comic, but that's the username, the slug on the page. And
There you go.
Change this later too.
what was that?
Oh, the whole Pretty Single thing is probably going to change. It's literally turning into a whole dog comic now.
Oh, excellent. Look, everyone loves dog comics.
That's great.
And be sure to tune in tomorrow for the last Monday episode of Puck Does Sci-Fi, or Sci-Fi Mondays. And then on the 25th, we will be launching our new show, Too Many Warlocks, where I will be hopping into the Dungeon Master seat again for Sunday night games to follow up for Sunday night games and Monday night games. And it's going to be in the same world. It's going to be concurrent storylines, so you can't miss anything, and you have to watch both.
Yes, and we'll be getting the information up in the wiki too. So as questions come up, you can pop in there and find additional information.
Excellent. Oh, also, we're going to be doing a new show next week, Wednesday, Kashano.
Oh yes,
I formally challenge you to a duel of borders. I, as a red-blooded Canadian gentleman, challenge you, sir, an American gentleman, to a border dispute, which we will decide who is the better country in a series of turn-based strategy games.
Ooh, the maple syrup canister has been dropped.
Yes.
That's
Do you accept?
incredible.
USA, USA. Team Screaming Eagles is coming at you. Team Screaming Eagles.
And
there's the
Team
logo.
Pucks Canucks is coming for you, sir. And we apologize ahead of time.
Incredible. They clearly have not discussed this at all or thought
No,
about
look, planning has been
Going
happening.
down.
All right.
all on the spot.
thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all again next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.